Finally, a parcel from Yongjin. It was being held at custom for a long week, but it's here now, so I'm happy. Genuinely appreciate Yongjin for sending me the YJ Mini Cube series. Instead here we've got the Zhilong Treasury 4x4 and 5x5. Yay. Before I even talk about their performances, a size comparison is a must because their size is unimaginably small and it's out of my expectation. Although I know that you guys can't actually tell from the camera angle because I'm the one holding it, such a tiny hand. But I've got the normal size cube to compare for you guys, and we'll start out with the 3x3. Here's the normal size cube, the 56mm, and this is 50mm. Well, the difference might not be such significant. I mean, it's actually pretty large, but what's more, if I'm gonna hold it like that, this is gigantic, and this is tiny. It becomes gigantic out of the blue. Oh my god. Really? Hey, do you guys realize this is actually a 4x4 beside a normal size treasury cube? This is a 4x4 beside treasury cube, normal size, but I could actually slide it through so smoothly, which means that their sizes are identical. This is a 4x4, so small. So how about we compare it with the normal size 4x4? I've got two 4x4 here. Look at that. This is the Wuque. It's definitely the this is the WM. Look at that. It's getting smaller and smaller, and this fits me the best, of course. And here comes a small dude. Doop. Smaller. Doop. Smaller. And do you realize that this is a 5x5 and this is a 4x4? This is WM. It's known to be the smallest 4x4 in the market last year. But then when I take a 5x5, beside it, the 5x5 is smaller. What on earth? The 5x5 is smaller. So that tells you how tiny, how mini is this adorable thingy. And I don't think it's necessary to compare it with the other 5x5. But if you want, this is a Walk 5, and as you can see, it's much more smaller. And here, I assure you, I man it. This is my man from now onwards. Just because of the size, I haven't tried it out. I don't need to know how it performs, but just by the size, I tell you, it's my man. Wow. Before I really get into the review, here's the last comparison. As some of you might know, I've been a fan, or I've been using Mini Walk for 1 to 3 years, almost 3 years of using Mini Walk, and here I want to compare it. I know that it's definitely smaller, but then looking at this size though, I might really like it just because it's bigger, but then not that much. Just nice. And finally, it's review time. We're gonna talk about their performances out of box, and here's the 3x3. Well, this is out of box. You tell me this is out of box. Very good. Oh my god. The thing is, yeah, it's extremely smooth. Might be a little too smooth, but I mean, as for 3x3, so two-handed is okay, but if one-handed though, it might be too smooth and I might overshoot. So all I need to do is just to add some lube, some heavy lube. Like in my case, I'll add the Y81 from Just Lube. But out of the box, this is really outstanding. By the way, the minute strength is medium, and that's why I'm gonna try medium move and move. And it's amazing. I'm actually trying another version of the H perm. I forgot. Fine. But let's try Z perm. And lastly, the corner cutting. It's actually slightly more than 45 degree. And the reverse, pretty good. And here are some speed solving. I want to make it clear that this is just the out of the box performance without any setup. As you can see, the corner cutting is just nice, that in the real solve, it just flows through perfectly and got a 6 second. What a bad F12. But the last year flows pretty well with the cube that I managed to save it back to sub 8. So far I haven't encountered any lock up, and this cube the turning is just flawless. I was very delighted by the fact that this cube hasn't been set up yet. If I'm gonna set it up, it could really be my man. This cube has been proven to be suitable for speed cubing, and I believe that once it is set up, sub 7 is possible. This cube I believe is specially meant for OH speed solving. I mean, the manufacturing lube is really just too slippery. And anyway, but then I still kind of get a quite okay time with it because it's small, definitely, and I believe that people in general would definitely like it. And now let's move on to the 404 and decide should I mend it or not. Let's go. So I'm trying out the outer layer, and it feels like similar to the WM. Not bad. The outer layer feels silky and smooth, and the magnet string is just nice, holding it extremely nicely. And the inner layer, I'll try it first with the parody OLL. Oops. Not bad. Nice. For your information, this is as well the out-of-box performance without any setup. And one interesting fact though, I've been wishing for a mini big cube. It's not that I don't do big cube, but then the cube is just too big. And to mention again, 56mm is just nice, fits my hand very well. Like, which came true. Not gonna lie though, this cube just feels like a Moe worm. As in, the color shades like it sounds like it, and it feels like it overall, but just reduced in size, which is perfect. And oh, 27.99. My only issue so far is the inner layer. Perhaps it's a little bit too loose, but this is just a tensioning problem. I could just tighten it and everything will be fine. But as far as the out-of-box performance goes, this is really shocking me. At this point, this cube is already, like, seriously, I'm gonna mend it. And I hope that this cube can actually bring about some insane, outstanding performance in the next competition, which is far away from us. Last of all, the 5-5, and wanna see if my decision made earlier to mend it was right. And here we go. So now I'm first of all trying out the outer layer, which is the trilogy stage. and it feels extremely smooth. Incredible one. But what's important is the inner layer, so we're gonna try it out. The inner layer just flows out pretty well, and you know, this cube is extremely light. That made the turning effortless. You know, the reason I don't really like to practice 5 back in the days was that the hardware is too heavy for me. But this cube is really just small, light, that I can turn effortlessly, and that made me wanna actually practice a lot. Well, if you're asking me the decision is correct or not, it's definitely right, and I love it a lot, and yeah.